Hey everybody, it is Maquany, and welcome back to another episode of the Stanley Parable. This time, so last time we did the demonstration. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. We're doing the whole Stanley Parable series, Parable thing series. So we already did the demonstration. Now we're gonna play the regular Stanley Parable, full game. And then we're going to play the Ultimate Deluxe or Ultra Deluxe Edition or whatever it is, the newest one. We're going to do all of them, make this huge nostalgic series out of it, and I'm looking forward to it. And so now we're on the regular game, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I haven't played this game in a long time, like I was saying in the demonstration video. It's been many years, so I forgot a lot about it. Let's take a look here. I love how the little camera thing, like, or the computer shows my computer screen, and then shows my computer, and then that computer screen, and on and on. Let's go ahead and start the game, though. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Repeating and repeating forever and ever and ever. But yeah, so the demonstration was a little crazy, but what do you expect from a Stanley Parable game? We're going to see what the real one is like, which is supposed to be pretty freaking insane, with all the different alternate endings and stuff you can get. And here is the story mode right here.
A man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
I can't imagine what career path would be like.
This is what employee.
Like, what does that help? What does that help when it says press this button for how long, and then this button, and then this button? Like, how? Why do you pay people to do it, and what use does that have? Well, then you get dum-dums like this, who's just like, okay button, okay button, okay button. I have no problem with it, but I don't know how beneficial that would ever be to any business.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Very
something that would
peculiar.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
It took him a whole hour to realize?
Showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So this is the Stanley Parable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps
No
he
matter
had
how
simply
hard
missed a
Stanley
memo.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, so this game's like just a really eerie game. Oh. Who the fuck let Connor come here, man? Hello? Who let Connor use a pencil sharpener as a goddamn computer again? He's dumb fucking bitches. People. It's because Connor's fucking stupid and Connor's like, boo! And sits here and fucking sticks his finger in the pencil sharpener and wonders why his fucking finger's obliterated. That's the kind of person that we work with here. God damn it. Let's see what's going on. Just more office, more computers I can turn off. What's going on in there? 420!
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a
I thought it was gonna make a 420
story
joke
in
like
any way.
Stanley went and tried to open the 420 office so he could get his daily fix of a J. Oh god. I love that if you spam the clicking button. Oh, I shut that door. I was like, what the fuck? I love how if you spam like if you left click, it makes like the computer clacking sound. I don't know why that's super satisfying to me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
entered the door on his left. So basically what I'm going to do is just follow, for this time, I'm just going to completely follow everything he says.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Not
a wave
cost
of
efficient.
disbelief,
Standard graphs,
Stanley
40
decided
times
to
wide.
go up to his boss's office,
Targets push
hoping
for
he
funding
might
the
find an answer
R&D
there.
new of copy machine. Wait, did they say the R&D of new coffee machine? The fuck? Get Chris out of the broom closet. We'll go find Chris in the broom closet, I guess. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy? I don't know how to say that word. I'm a little stupid. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right? I don't get the point of this office. They just do whatever the hell they want. Just most random shit. Meeting room. Meeting schedule. Monday, weekly targets, admin. Mondays, legal office. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Rip Franz. Did he touch the whiteboard without consulting the whiteboard manager first? What does this say? No more bins. No more bins/trash cans. Renaming the idea. Firing of me. Ideas bin. Bi-quarterly. Supposed to be work harder, hard worker. Just random shit. What do people want? Stock market is somewhere here. Great. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception or expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you anymore. And then start back at the beginning. Using slides to assure employee that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. That's funny. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. All right, let's get a move on. Hey, here's the broom closet. Where's Chris at? Chris.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing
See in the
here,
mop bucket?
so he turned
Oh.
around and got back on track.
Yes, sir.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, sir. I'm obedient, sir. I listen, sir. Executive bathroom? Oh. I can't go in the executive bathroom. Anything back here? I can't get under the chair! I was gonna try to read what this paper says. Business times. Or time. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
God damn,
stunned
this is
to
a big
discover
office.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
There's a fireplace and
unraveled,
everything.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
I
What he
wouldn't even
could
be
not
thinking
have
that
known
deep.
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
Yeah,
keypad,
that's what I was
Stanley
doing.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Oh,
He
it's a
stepped into the
moving
newly
fireplace
opened
with a secret
passageway.
passage behind it. Let's go. Hello? Is anybody here? Take me down. I said take me down. Oh God, what the hell I heard? I thought I was about to die. Take me down south with the women.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Oh,
It
shitty
was
and
a
the
stirring
men
of
are
emotion in his
pretty.
chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Not go unanswered for long.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape! Nah, I can't. I can't. I've got to follow the boss's orders. Hello, security camera.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Look at this place.
secret
I
did
wish I
this
had a
place
room this
hold?
big with
Stanley
television
thought to
screens.
himself.
Imagine if it was just
Did he have
one
the strength
big
to
monitor,
find
like
out
they
more?
linked them all together. You could play like fucking. What would be good to play on something this big? What would be something that cool? Imagine playing Madden on it, like fucking surrounding you. You throw it and it goes like 10 TVs to the right. It'd be crazy. I just saw a dark spot on my ceiling and I was like, what the fuck? And I look up and I realize it's a shadow.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature.
Employee fired.
Each bore the number of an employee.
Oh,
in the
it has
building.
a security
Stanley's
camera in everybody's
co-workers.
office.
The lives
Where's my
of so
office
many
at?
individuals reduced to
Who has the red
images on
office? That's what I'm curious
and
about.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Can I die from here? What does that say? Urgent. Employees should never, under any circumstance. Okay, I cannot die from here. Sadly. Oh, what even was my number? 427? 427, right there. That is indeed my office. Yes, it is indeed. All right, better get a move on.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be
Oh.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this
Probably.
the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This
No.
game is pretty straightforward
He
whenever you
refused
follow
to
what the
believe
guy
it.
has to say.
He couldn't
We just
accept
started and
it.
we're already
His
here.
own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Yes, sir.
another human life. For he
Preach.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Preach, my father! System power! Mind control idle. Awaiting input. Oh shit, was I supposed to turn it off or on? I think it's off. Because he wanted me to shut it down, right? Hopefully I didn't choose the wrong one. I kind of wasn't listening. I got distracted.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over?
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
'Cause I'm
Freedom was
free!
mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange...
Don't care, because I am free and that's all
But
that
as
matters.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Cause I'm free!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. the feeling of liberation,
This is
the immense
too emotional of a
possibility
game.
of the new path before him. This was exactly
What a
the
great
way,
story, man.
right now,
Oh my god, it was so good.
that things were meant to happen.
I can't do it any other way.
And Stanley was happy.
It's just too good of a story. It took so long trying to get it to the end to be free for Stanley, and I finally made it. It's just makes me feel so good. And now we're back in our office again. Is there anything I can do in my office? I hate Mondays. Amen. No.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
God damn it, Connor! Alright. Oh. Okay, I can stand on top of this? On top of the printer. Can I do? Hey, no way. Did I break the game? Ah! Oh, I'm just chilling.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
Yeah.
until he heard this narration
Exactly.
and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure.
He's
and
reading
its
my
examination
mind.
of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why
This
don't we
looks
take a
very,
minute
very
just
white.
to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart
This guy's
and then
blowing
come
my
back
mind.
here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think?
It's just too much.
Which
Like
choice
my
was
my
the better
brain,
one?
I can't handle.
Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
You can shut the
In
fuck
fact,
up.
I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I mean, I've already committed. Oh. No, it doesn't do anything. Can we just sit here? Will anything happen? I'm gonna give it like a minute. I'll give it 30 seconds, see if anything happens. So we're just gonna chill. Alright, nothing has happened, so I guess we'll just say yes. Oh, I can't do anything. I have to restart. Ain't that about a bitch. What, begin the game again? I'm assuming that's what I was supposed to do.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Did I do that
What
wrong?
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
What
he had
happens if I
simply
jump
missed the
out and
memo.
press yes?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
How did I
trace
get up
of
here the
his
first time?
co-workers.
I don't even know how I got up here the first time. I just walking. Okay. Can I walk on top of the desk now, or is it not going to let me because I just did that? I wonder if they locked it out so I can't get on top of the desk now. I think they did. I think they knew that I just did that, so they locked me out from doing it. Which is very, very smart if that's the case. Either that or I'm just ass. No, I think they did. I think they... Yeah. They had to have. Fine then. White Abyss, you win this time. Am I tripping off a J or something, or did I turn right last time that I came through here? No? No, I'm tripping. Okay. My brain just fucking exploded. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Awaiting input. Input received. I don't know if turning off the computers do anything. I'm just bored.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
He
entered
entered the door on his left. So we're going to enter the door on our left this time, but we're going to go through the escape route. The one that says escape on it that was drawn
Yet there was not a single
on the
person
wall.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Room closet.
Stanley decided to
I'm
go
gonna
up to
piss
his
off the narrator.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, sir, boss man, sir. Can I go in the executive bathroom now, sir? Oh, I can! I don't know why, but I can. Shut the door behind me. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money so crisp! Oh yeah, extreme bathrooms. Times Magazine. Nice fancy bathroom. You got a window right here. So that way you can take a shit, look out the window, you know, twerk outside the window to everybody. It's a good day. I don't know what the fuck the purpose of that bathroom is. Was there anything in there? No, actually, I'm gonna look real quick. Is there anything in here I was supposed to get? No. Okay. Very, very useless bathroom. Just a little gag, I guess. Is there anything behind the... in here? No. That door was locked last time. We're gonna do it. Elevator. Not sure if... I wasn't planning on taking this way. I'm not sure if this is just a one-time thing or not. Elevator music slaps. Is he singing? Yeah, get into it, narrator. I'm just scared that if I restart, this option might not be available. So that's why I'm gonna take it now. Because I think if I remember, sometimes if you restart, then it like you take a certain path. Like the game kind of guides you in a path, and if you mess up that path, then it just starts you over again. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't want to take the risk. What's this? God damn, how long is this elevator ride? A short history of the the religions shaking between Poland. Oh, the relations between Poland and Austria-Hungary. Recommendations from the overnight committee. I thought that said communism for a second. Are we almost there yet? Oh, I guess I was supposed to click it. Is that all that was? There was nothing other than just us jamming out in the elevator? Don't even lie to me, or did I just fuck it up because I clicked on it? I seriously think this is just an elevator that shakes while blasting music. But I'm not tripping. I'll give it like another 20 seconds or so. I know I'm chilling though. Stanley. Yeah, I don't think this goes anywhere. Okay. Oh well, y'all can let me know if it does. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. All I know is that the executive bathroom is unlocked, and that door is unlocked. Neither of which do anything, other than place
Stepping
fire
into his
tunes.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention
Can you just
was
give me the
caught by a
code?
keypad
There you go.
behind the boss's desk.
Say
What
it.
could its purpose be?
Is it 2548
In fact,
or was it?
this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Come on, nerd.
2845.
Oh,
But
no,
of
it's
course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
Yeah,
keypad,
I'm just that
Stanley
good.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go upstairs. Or downstairs. Loading, 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 loading. All day, every day. Alright, back to the basement we all.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I forget we could turn it on, I guess. I already said we're doing the escape route. Or should we turn it on? Well, we'll do the escape route, like I said.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That's fun. I mean, if you think
door
about it,
behind him was
if,
not shut.
how would the guy that
Stanley
went through
still
this
had
last
every
knew that this
opportunity
was
to
the
turn
escape?
around and get back on track.
I'm gonna keep going, but
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
that's not freaky at all. It's a little trapdoor right here. Yeah, so the guy who would have come through this before and would have gotten in this trapdoor, how he wouldn't have been able to get back up to know that this was an escape. If he escaped, he would. Why would he have come all the way back and wrote it? He probably just wrote it and said, "Oh, I think this is an escape because it's a hallway." Either that, or it's the boss just trying to trick people. God damn, my legs must be broken as fuck. I'm in a little metal pod. I
As
look
the
like I'm at a
machine whirred
Disney
into
World ride.
motion And Stanley was inched
What is it?
closer and closer
Oh!
to his demise. He reflected that his life
That's
had been
would
of
be
no
death.
consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Well,
Trapped
ain't that a
forever in his
charm?
narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned.
Well,
and
we're about to get
accepted this
hydraulically
end
pressed to
his
death.
brief and shallow life.
See, like, what's the point of this? Like, I don't get what the point of this is. I guess just to kill someone that comes. Ah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into
The narrator just turned into a woman.
In a single
Gender
visceral
change
instant,
midway through the
Stanley was
sentence.
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Nice. Ooh. What's happening? Is this the end? I've won!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
What is this way?
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Look
death
how
becomes
fancy this
meaningless,
is.
making life the same. Do you see now? Do
The
you see
Office.
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, is this like a little developer's haven area where they just kind of drop some stuff, some like single assets and stuff from back in the game, back in like early development of the game. The blueprint shows the office beginning of the game. Right before they move. This quarter has been moved, altered to make sure the player reaches 2 doors. It was right. I am not tripping. It was right before. The whole office just, I guess, flip-flopped that one time. Because I did go left, I think. I don't know. I'm probably just tripping. So yeah, this is just kind of showing some single assets. In the game. Huh. Someone's playing like what, solitaire over here? Employee database. So it's just like a little museum to look through, I guess. Kind of cool. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. Wow, look at that. Untextured. Orange and white. To being this red thing. That's so crazy. Employee lounge. Underground escape. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Oh, so the way that we took the escape route, but it's an early version of it. What's down here? Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator. For dialogue the entire game. 3 separate times over 2 years of development. Easy clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Stanley pushed the number 6. Now then, this calculator for sure will get him right back on track. Stanley stood on the story.
Would you look at that? It's just some cool like development stuff. I'm sure nothing that you all care about, but something that's kind of cool to me, in my opinion. We'll make it quick though, and then after that we'll probably end the episode, since we're already creeping up on 30-something minutes, almost 40 by the time we get done with this, I'm sure. What does that say? Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Oh, so like that beautiful nature landscape, that was the very beginning of it. Countdown disc. Countdown ending. Freedom ending. I almost feel like we should have done this ending last, because it has like all the endings and stuff. Freedom ending as it existed in the beta. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed 2 endings together instead. Wait, what was it? It was going to be up. Oh, the freedom ending would be above, and the countdown ending would be below. Countdown room, an early version of it. A light. Exit. We'll go do that here in just 1 second. I'm almost done, I promise y'all. Apocalyptic game design mockup. Oh, here's our office. Are these different developments of it? Stanley's office from left to right. Evolution of Stanley's office. Over time. First was November 2011, and the second was March 2012. That's how old this game is, man. It's crazy. Does not feel like it. I guess it does, because I was so young whenever I used to play it, but, like, it's crazy how long that's really been. This is the lounge, office, the cargo lift. Number 1 option, 1 doorway to maintenance in the lounge. First choice, obey, disobey. Oh, okay, so this is the left and right door. Goes to the lounge, left one goes to the staircase, and maintenance is in between the 2. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. 2 confusion ending. Vent. Okay, this is like a cheat sheet for the maintenance area. Now we know. Zending levers. Zending model. Okay, I'm almost done, I promise. We'll just go ahead and leave. Come on, Stanley.
Oh, look at these two.
Walk,
How
Stanley.
they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
We could turn the
How
game
they
off.
both wish to be free.
Imagine it just crashes my game.
Can you see? Can you see how much they
I
need
cannot
one
see.
another?
It is
No,
dark.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You
Oh.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape.
We're just back to
Press
dying.
quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking
Okay.
someone else's path.
Before I
Stop
die,
now.
thank you guys for coming out and watching this episode of the Stanley Parable. If y'all enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.